chance? Not the night you wanted tonight. What are the emotions going through your head?
Well, I just want to congratulate Jesse, Love, and RCR, man. They come off the truck fast, and we worked really hard to try to be competitive and race them. And it was 3 against 1, but it's really everybody out there for themselves in a situation like this. And they brought Jesse a great car this weekend. Can't say enough about the job that they did. Also on pit road. We just got beat. We'll go work and try to improve and move some pieces on the chess table around to try to put ourselves in a better situation next year.
I saw you console.
It was a little easier to take because he beat you and it wasn't something.
Yeah,
there wasn't
for
a
sure.
caution
Yeah.
or something
Yes, for sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, a little bit easier to get beat like this, the traditional way, than to have something spooky happen at the end. I saw the two in practice, and I was like, goodness gracious, man, they came loaded and ready, and got to give them credit, man. They dialed him in. Wasn't good on the first run. They dialed him in and got him better and better, and he was the best when it counted. So that was tough to watch, but our guys worked really hard to do what they did. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of all of our teams for working as hard as they did all year. I've been in this a long, long time, and I know you go to the racetrack and you're going to be disappointed more often than you'll be happy. And even, so you kind of got to know what you're signing up for, and knew coming in here this is a possibility of the results. So certainly have to work harder to try to be in a better position next year.
That's how you console Connor. I mean, what can you say to him with as much as he has accomplished this year and not getting a championship?
Well, I don't know if you can tell him much that'll make him feel better tonight. He's heartbroken. But there'll be worse days at the racetrack for him. This won't be this ain't a defining moment. There'll be days and hard times in the future that'll tower over moments like this, unfortunately, because this sport, man, it humbles you. And there's some tough moments in front of him, and I guess that's all I can tell him. It's like, hey, this ain't the worst day. This won't be the worst. Don't feel like it right now, but try to be proud of the things we did together. Though he may have a chance to run it for a championship again down the road, and I wouldn't want him to think that this was his only shot, because you never know what might come up down the road. But he's a great kid, had a great year, and man, I was thankful to be a part of it in a lot of weird ways. So this is a great year. I mean, we didn't end with the result and the trophy, but I had more fun this year than I think I've ever had as an owner, being more involved and more hands-on with everything. And so it's looking forward to next year, ready to go to the racetrack now, ready to go to Daytona tomorrow.
It's going to be hard for some people to reconcile the fact that Connor had 10 wins.
Well, there's been some years, Bob, where the guys have dominated and didn't win the championship, even with the old format. The one we all love even had its own flaws, right? So there's not a perfect format. There's just ones we all prefer more than others. I was ready after my podcast Tuesday, and we had Jesse there. I was ready to accept the outcome no matter what it was. I love this sport. I love the Xfinity Series, and I love what we've been able to do here. I want to be a champion tonight, but we're not. It's not us. It's Jesse, Love, and RCR, and I can appreciate that, and I can celebrate that. And I'm proud. I'm happy for Danny Lawrence and all those people over there at RCR are like family to me. And it is what it is. So we'll see what next year brings.
You talked about what you said to Connor, kind of on the other end of the spectrum, Justin being a veteran.
Yeah.
What did that conversation look like in comparison?
He's more disappointed than I thought he'd be. I told him, I said, ain't you glad we won it last year? So, these are heartbreaking coming up to the drivers after they've given everything they've had and they come up short. It's heartbreaking to see them in the emotions they have, and you want to snap them out of it, because middle of next year, are they going to be that sad about what happened tonight? Probably not. It sucks, but you move on, you regroup, you retool, you go try again, and then you win races down the road and do other things you get happy and proud of. And these nights like this that are disappointments become a distant memory, ones you really don't file away and think about very often.
Dale, tonight you also say goodbye to Jim as your guys' crew chief. I just want you to talk about him and the pairing with Justin and what he's meant as you get ready to go off to RCR.
Jim Pullman gave us a championship with Justin. Justin has been with us forever, and I wanted that for him so bad. And I've walked up to Justin on this pit road many nights with tears in both our eyes because we didn't get it done. Jim was a difference maker and gave us that championship. Jim made that happen. Jim put the team around Justin. It's Jim. Jim made it happen. So almost made it happen again tonight. Looked like we were in good shape, but Jim's fantastic. So I'm excited about what he's going to go do. I'll be his biggest fan going into next year with Kyle Busch as the driver, believe it or not. So I'll be hoping for that to be successful.